Okay, we have some real snow coming for you right now. Toronto's Diogo Snow is set to captivate Art Basel in Miami next week with his groundbreaking pink punk artistry through exclusive events that merge art, high fashion, luxury, automobiles, and philanthropy. So he's taken off to Miami tomorrow to continue making his mark as one of the most influential artists on the contemporary scene. But first, Diogo Snow, joins us live here on CP24. Diogo Snow, pardon me, joins us on breakfast. Hey, good to see you, Diogo. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Especially as you must be packing and getting ready to go to Art Basel in Miami.
Ready to go another year.
Yeah.
Of,
what about this show? What is it that captivates you and inspires you to be going there and taking your works and doing some work there too?
Yeah, I do a lot of work in there. You know, pretty much my whole life is inspiration, right? My head doesn't stop. I'm always thinking, challenging myself, you know, try to create different stuff.
Where does it come from? Do you have a sense, like, did you get struck by images or images in your mind or something you see? Like, where does your art, where does your inspiration?
Yeah, pretty much every day. Sometimes, you know, like in the middle of the night, I just wake up and I start sketching. You know, go to my sketchbook. Or if I'm at the studio, sometimes, you know, I'm not even feeling like paint, but sometimes the ideas just come like right away. But, you know, I became kind of, you know, like famous for do crazy things, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Painting cars, you know, like hanging on the crane upside down. Stuff like that.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like your inspirations, your creativity, I think have inspired a lot of other people as well. You've captivated a massive audience here. Do you try to keep pushing yourself to do more? Like how does the borderline between creativity and just trying to come up with something new, is there a collision there at all?
Yeah, you know, again, I'm always challenging myself, right? So I always want to create something different, so, you know, you don't get bored, right? So, of course, I love my art. I love, you know, doing murals and stuff like this. But I just like to challenge myself and keep creating, you know, so I'm out of my, you know, comfort zone.
Yeah, and I think that's good to get out of your comfort zone and shake things up, because that's when creativity can really happen.
For sure, you know, I just think, like, sometimes artists, you know, they just think, you know, we're just painting on a canvas or something, you know. There's a saying that, you know, I always say that the world's my canvas.
Yeah, anything's
so,
a canvas to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I turn everything, you know, people say everything I touch, I turn into art. Right. So, you know, which is a good thing, right?
And you've been recognized, and sort of you work with, you know, celebrities like Justin Bieber, etc. I mean, these kind of partnerships and collaborations. What's that like? I mean, when you started out initially, did you ever think, hey, I might be working with some of the world's biggest celebrities?
Never thought about that. But I knew that one day I was going to be somebody, right? Even it's funny, back in the days, I was born in Brazil. And, you know, I moved here when I was 20 years old. And, you know, my mom was always like, listen, like, what do you want to do from your life? Like, you want to go to university or something? And I'm like, no, mama, you know, one day I'm gonna be somebody, right? And I always had that in my mind, but I never thought, you know, it was gonna be that big and work with all these, you know, big celebrities and stuff. So for me, I'm just enjoying the journey right now.
Now, that is quite a journey, and I'm curious if your family always believed in you as much as you believed in yourself, because a lot of people think I'm gonna be someone someday. And unfortunately, not everyone reaches the sort of a certain level you've reached, Diogo.
So actually, it's a good thing, right? I do a lot of projects with kids too, and that's one thing that I always say, right? Like, I think everything starts from home too, right? If you have your support from your family, you know, your parents, it's the best thing, because I always had it, right? My mom, my daddy, they always kind of, you know, they were guiding me somehow, but they're always like, listen, what do you want to do? Because I started as a drummer.
Okay.
So, you know, when I was 9 years old,
that's creative and artistic in its own right.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, my daddy plays guitar. My brother, Diogo Snow, he plays bass. Now he's into like luxury scents and stuff. And, you know, I think because we always had that support at home, which is really important, you know, for me, it was a big thing for my life, for my career.
That's massive. Yeah, indeed it is. Let's talk about what you're going to be doing in Miami for the next few days.
What's
on the
exciting.
agenda for you?
So this year, you know, every year, like 2 years ago, I did a Lamborghini on the crane. Last year, I did a massive private jet. And this year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it slow, because it is a lot of work, too.
Sure,
So, you know, I was more into, like, show more of my art, you know, my new style. So my first show is going to be inside of Audivision. It's a big recording studio. They do, like, a big private show every year. Last year, they had CeeLo Green, DJ Khaled performing. This year, CeeLo Green's performing again. And I did a beautiful piece for Dwayne Wade from Miami Heat.
Okay.
Udonis Haslem, he's getting an award too. So I did a beautiful piece for him as well.
Right.
And, you know, and then I have SLS Hotel, the official Playboy. They're rebranding the whole Playboy thing. So I'm doing a big event with them, SLS, on South Beach. And then on the 6th, I'm going to be doing SLS Brickle, which is more like residential and hotel, more like, so kind of like a private events too.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like, you know, taking it slow this year, just showing my art.
Listen, Diogo, I love the smile on your face. You're clearly so passionate and so engaged in this. Don't stop, please. Have a great time in Miami and continued success. Real pleasure to meet you today. Have a great time.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Diogo Snow, Toronto's own. All right, that's great stuff. We've got more CP24 breakfast coming up. Stick around. We're taking a quick break and back right after this with those food items that are going to take your treats to the next